Hi, I'm Mindy. I am going to be doing a book review today for Seven Deaths of an Empire by G.R. Matthews, which was just released on June 22nd by Solaris and Rebellion Publishing. And I received a copy from Netgalley to review it for you guys. And yeah, big thank you to Netgalley and the publisher for allowing me this opportunity to give you a first look at this new grimdark fantasy novel, because it was a really great reading experience. So let me tell you about it. With this large fantasy novel, I want to make sure that I remember all of my points. So I'm going to use my written review for the synopsis, which is Seven Deaths of an Empire is a grimdark fantasy story that chronicles the power struggle after the death of an emperor. Inspired by the real-life Roman Empire, this story is told in dual perspectives. General Bourdain is trying to ensure that the succession of the empire goes smoothly to prevent civil unrest and political upheaval, while apprentice magician Chiron is assigned to return the emperor's body safely to the palace. These are not easy tasks, with the forest full of rebels, and there are people hungry for power plotting to take control. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds amazing. And guess what? It was. One of my favorite fantasy elements that you commonly see in fantasy stories is in this book, where a young, unexperienced person is given a very important task and learns a lot along the way. So Chiron was that character, and I really enjoyed his point of view. There's also the point of view of General Bourdain, who's in charge of the Empire army and is trying to make things run smoothly. And he is full of honor. And yeah, I love the characters in this story. Some, like the two main characters, are completely lovable. You get totally attached. I know I was, and I didn't want anything bad to happen to them, along with some other characters as well. And then there are some characters that you love to hate, and you wouldn't mind if those were some of the seven deaths. You know what I mean? But yeah, characters, A+, 5 stars. The plot was so good, mysterious, and a lot of twists and turns, and just trying to figure out what is going on, who is trying to sabotage things to get power. I also really enjoyed reading about the differences and the difficulties that different groups of people within this world had with each other, between the people that lived in the empire and the people living outside in the forest tribes. There's a lot of complicated relationship things going on there, and a lot of fighting, and also there's a lot of hostility within groups within the empire as well, specifically between the priests and religious people and the magicians, because the priests think that magic does not belong in the empire. So there's a lot of interesting things going on there that were so great to read about. Also, so the plotting, it was amazing. I couldn't believe how everything was perfectly laid out to really keep your attention, keep you guessing, and hook you right in and get you right in the feels, because, you know, grimdark. there's a lot of death and war and betrayal and plots and all kinds of wonderful things going on in this fantasy story. My only negative for this story, and it is a small thing, is I would have liked a bit more descriptive language, more describing what is happening and describing settings and things they are doing with more description to create a better picture. This was done pretty well in the last half of the story. There were some great action scenes, but the first half of the story was mostly dialogue and not a whole lot of describing thrown in. Just a tiny bit here and there, but I could have used more. And that's it. This was an excellent, excellent book. And I do recommend it if you enjoy a grimdark story and is not happy-go-lucky, to say the least, but is full of twists and turns, mystery, and a whole lot of gut-wrenching anticipation and dread of what might happen to some really fantastic characters, then this might be the book for you. I know it was definitely the right book for me. So, recap. The plot, 5 stars. The characters, 5 stars. This interesting Roman world and its relationships between people, 5 stars. Descriptive writing, gonna give it a 3 stars. And my score overall is 4 stars. Let me know if you are excited about this book, or if you've already read it, what you thought of it, or anything else you want to let me know down in the comments. And I will be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.